Once an All-American soccer player and heptathlete, former Cougar Shauna Rohbock is going to her second appearance at the Winter Olympic Games. She sat down with Jarom Jordan in this week's Cougar Conversation.
It's now my opportunity to talk with Shauna Rohbock. Shauna, thanks for taking the time.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So I know of your exploits as a soccer player, and you were an All-American heptathlete as well, but now you're into bobsledding. How'd you get into bobsledding in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, I was at BYU at the time doing track and soccer, and one of the women drivers at the time, Bonnie Warner, she was looking for better brakemen, and she came to BYU, or I think she called up Coach Poole actually and said, hey, we're looking for some better athletes, better push athletes, and here you got some good track stars down there. You think you could set them up this way? And we're having a little tryout. So he told us about it, and I went home, told my parents, who were like, yeah, you should go do it. It'd be cool. You know, the Olympics are coming up. It's going to be the first time women will be in the Olympics for bobsled, and it'd be cool because it's here, you know, in your home state. So I went and tried out and ended up making the team.
So describe what you do during a typical, run down the track.
Yeah, we like to say we're kind of in a controlled crash the whole time. I mean, we're on a sheet of ice. But yeah, going into the curves, if I didn't drive, it would go up and smash into the lip. And a lot of people are like, oh, it looks so easy. Well, yeah, because we make it look easy. But if a lot of people try and drive and then they get in, they drive too hard, and then it puts the pressure down and too much at the end, and then they go up and end up crashing. But I mean, even good drivers, I crash all the time. Feller has some scars to prove it, but it is. I mean, it's harder than you think.
What did it mean to you to win a silver medal in the Olympics in Torino in 2006?
I mean, that's the reason you do it. A lot of people say it's to compete, but for me, it's not. I mean, for me, I knew I had a chance to win a medal. I think it is if you have the reality of winning a medal. It is the way you go into an Olympic Games, And I knew the reality for me was that I did have a very good chance of winning a medal. I think if I had zero chance, and I would have went in with a different mindset, oh, let's just have fun at the Olympic Games and, enjoy the experience in the moment. But for me, it was a little different. I knew that I had a chance to win a medal, and so to win a medal for your country, it's unbelievable.
95 goals scored is #1 all time at BYU, and I think top 5 or 6, top 10 in the NCAA for a career. Mm-hmm. Should BYU just etch that in stone? I don't think that's going to be taken over soon.
I hope not. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of goals. I never even realized actually how many goals I had, and then I think the last Olympics actually someone was like, do you know you still have like the most goals and you're like top? And I was like, no, I had no idea. And then I went and looked it up. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I hope it never gets broken. But I think also too the fact that it has gotten a lot more competitive does play a big part in that. And I don't know, I think some teams within the conference are going to have to get fairly weak for somebody to break that.
Athletically, do you feel like you've somewhat maximized your potential?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I look back and I think about it, I've done a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. I think back and think of the past that I could have taken, and you always wonder what if I would have stayed with this, or if I would have stayed, where would I be now if I went to this college, or if I, stayed playing soccer, but I think that would just make it crazy.
Well, Shauna, best of luck in Vancouver, and thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Shauna won the World Cup in January and is hoping to take home another medal on February 24th.